brief encounters and longer-term relationships with other animals, wild or domestic. Every one had a story to tell. The glance of a kestrel on a fence or a pigeon on a sidewalk never forgotten. A cat who curled on a chest, warmed the heart, and somehow provided deliverance from depression. A dog who parented a child. A sounding porpoise, a whale's eye, a stalking bear, a cougar at once there and not there. Even a protozoan, trembling beneath the lens, revealed openings to other worlds and to what I've come to call the habitat of the heart. The storytellers were often surprised by the meaning they discovered in their own tales. But the act of telling was part of the process of knowing, one that our ancestors would recognize. There are at least two good reasons for further exploration of our personal relationships with other animals. One is human health and well-being. Since 2005, the number of studies indicating the psychological, physical, and cognitive benefits of nature experience has grown from a relative handful to nearly 1,000. Most of these studies have focused on the general impact of green nature in our lives. For example, how the proximity of trees can help reduce the symptoms of attention deficit disorder in children. Today, researchers, including those within the traditional disciplines of biology and ecology, and also those working in the relatively new and exciting fields of anthrozoology, ecopsychology, and animal-assisted therapy, are exploring the evolving relationship between humans and other animals. These studies reveal what indigenous people have known all along. Though an encounter with any animal, wild or domestic, can sometimes be dangerous, our relationships with other than human beings can also have a profoundly positive impact on our health, our spirit, and our sense of inclusiveness in the world. A second reason centers on the current condition of the natural world. In her Pulitzer Prize-winning book, The Sixth Extinction, science writer Elizabeth Kolbert describes the 5 mass extinctions during the past billion years and interviews the scientists monitoring the 6th extinction, which some predict will be the largest since the time of dinosaurs. Between 1970 and 2014, the global wildlife population shrank by 60%, according to the World Wildlife Fund. To a species so familiar with the corrective features of Photoshop, the threat seems impersonal and unreal. In 2016, a year after Kolbert's book was published, the electronic gaming magazine Zam reported that the explorers of a self-generated universe depicted in the online game No Man's Sky had discovered 10 million virtual species in the first 24 hours after the game's release. Creating or discovering new species seems easy in the imaginative space of a video game. Taking action in the physical world will require a more demanding leap of imagination, a journey into the habitat of the heart. By that, I mean that reversing or slowing biodiversity collapse and climate change cannot be accomplished solely through science, technology, or politics. We have much of the information we need already. Success will require a far larger constituency than what exists today, one with greater emotional and spiritual connection to the family of animals, recognizing in all nature the inescapable network of mutuality that Martin Luther King Jr. called for among human beings. I'd like to think that the fox knew what it was doing that day. Its gaze snapped me awake to what I was already dreaming. It suggested a path. Or perhaps I was just in its way, and it was telling me to pay attention. Part 1. Beautiful Acts. Life-changing encounters with species not our own. From Rainer Maria Rilke, Requiem for a Friend. And only then, when I have learned enough, I will go to watch the animals, and let something of their composure slowly glide into my limbs. Will see my own existence deep in their eyes. Chapter 1. In the Family of Animals. Right now, my wife Kathy and I are living temporarily in an old